Alright guys, let's take a look at the puppies on day 10. Puppies are 10 days old. Let's take a look. Alright, we have some lazy puppies. Lazy puppies. Yeah, lazy puppies, and eyes still not open, huh? Eyes are still not open after 10 days. Oh my goodness. They're so cute. Yeah. I think this one's dreaming. I wonder what a puppy that has never seen anything dreams about. Eyes still closed. They're so funny. Yeah. That is a cute puppy. That's a cute puppy. Oh, I'm blocking Mama from coming. There you go. There you go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was Mama. Alright. Okay, so I'm down here in my snake room, and I kind of wanted to follow up with the last clutch that I cut. So basically we had two snakes left. The one that was like a really bright light colored normal, and then my last coral glow that was in the egg. And I probed him, and he's a male. All male coral glows so far, every single one. But I was kind of going through my rack. This is really interesting. So I actually paired up my jungle woma spider, this girl, to my scaleless head, and she's got jungle woma, which is a lightener gene. And this is the first time really working with jungle woma for me. And so she actually had a 7-egg clutch, and 3 of them were egg bound and molded in the incubator, and then another one died as soon as it hatched. But I did get 2 snakes from that clutch, 2 hatchlings, and I wanted to show you what those look like. So actually I'm thinking, I actually originally had this labeled as a normal, but I'm starting to think it's jungle woma. Especially if you compare it to, so I have some other normals that I hatched out. Let's see, take a look at this normal. So this is what a normal to me looks like. That's still pretty much in shed, but then take a look at this one. Just how bright it is. And if you put them side by side, you could probably really tell the difference. And then I have one more normal, actually, somewhere here. Where is my normal? Wow, I'm getting a lot of snakes. I thought I had another normal. Maybe that was the normal that I changed. Maybe I don't have another normal. Oh, here it is. Here's a normal het pied. So this is the one. It might be a little bit brighter because of the het pied, but it's still quite a bit different. So if you put these side by side, that almost looks like it's got a lightener and an enhancer. And if you look at the patterns on the side, it looks really reduced too. So I'm thinking that is actually a jungle woma. And the one that actually didn't make it in that clutch was even lighter. And I'm thinking that super light enhancer, make sure I get them in the right spot here. So I'm thinking that super light enhancer is actually coming from my scaleless head. And I think that's what this is. It's something that's even lighter and brighter. I'm not quite sure what it is. But, so for argument's sake, let's say that is the jungle woma. I actually have one more one more snake from that clutch, and that is the scaleless head. And I believe this scaleless head kind of has the same lightening, brightening, kind of reducing pattern. I'm thinking that might be a scaleless head jungle woma, which if it is, I'm thinking that could be the world's first combination of that pairing in a scaleless head. So this snake potentially could be worth more than even my most expensive snake in the whole room. But I'm not too 100% certain of the... Whew, and there it goes. Almost lost my most expensive snake. But anyway, I just thought that was interesting. That was kind of an exciting revelation. I was just going through and I had this marked as a normal. I had that one marked as a normal scaleless head, and then I started thinking, boy, those are sure lighter than normals. So those those are kind of interesting. And if you see anything in the rack that I misidentified, or I've had a couple comments saying, I think this might be this, and oh no, I take it back, and some of this stuff just kind of makes you scratch your head. Is it something new? And a lot of times, people are saying, yeah, I hope you prove out something new. Well, I think most of this stuff, if it's a new gene, I'm guessing that most of the new stuff is probably just someone breeding like a 7 or 8 gene snake to a bunch of 5 gene snakes, and then you're not really sure what it is, so then you're kind of guessing, and then you produce stuff from that, and then you end up kind of with what I have is, just a couple genes here and there. So I don't have like 5 or 6 gene animals to where it gets real confusing, but I think there's kind of some residual genes kind of left over in the mix that, that's it's not new, but it's unexpected. It would be great to get something new, but I mean, to get something brand new that's never been seen before, it's the odds of that are, well, actually, with the scaleless head, because the scaleless head's new on the market, and they actually just imported them from Africa, so it's possible that first scaleless head had something, and it's carrying down, which would be amazing if I could figure out what it is and actually, prove it out and make the super. So. Alright, so here is a pile of puppies, 11 days old. Look at how cute these guys are. Oh yeah, they're so cute. Still don't have their eyes open. Yeah. Oh, they're all sleeping. Look, oh, how cute. Oh yeah. And here comes the delivery truck. So if you've been watching my videos, you know that I'm in the middle of the ball python breeding season, and I've been getting a lot of hatchlings. And I just recently got that ARS 1039 rack with 10 tubs, or 39 tubs, and it's almost completely full. So I decided to get an ARS 1065, and this is how it comes. So it's basically the same thing as the 1039, except it holds 65 hatchlings. And believe it or not, I'll probably fill this whole thing up. So I'm going to open this up and unbox it. Okay, so I just opened the box and this is what it looks like inside. These are actually the heat strips that go on each level. I'm going to move those out. Okay, so from here, I pulled that top cardboard off and pulled the front of the box off. And you can kind of see everything that's in here. Lots of parts and pieces. That's going to take me a while to set this up. So it looks like they put all the steel pieces on the bottom, stacked everything on top of it. Alright, so I have the whole thing unpacked. And this is what it looks like. Disassembled. That's a lot. And that is what 65 tubs looks like. On the ground. So I'm actually going to put it in here. So I'm going to move this bench out, and then I'm going to move this rack over there and this rack over there, so there's room, and hopefully I can squeeze it in. Alright, now we're making some progress. Okay, so this is the general idea. I'll put the rack here, and I will be pretty much wall to wall as much as you can get. So I'm going to do the build out here on the table and add the layers. I think it'll fit right in here. The other thing that I did notice since I put this thicker level here is it moved this over, so I have a hard time getting into my supplies, which might be an issue. Of course, I can always pull these racks out, but I might have to actually move this, move it somewhere else, because it worked pretty good before. I'm not sure if it's going to actually work very good now. Okay, so I have the base level done. In this video, I'm not really going to go step by step over the whole thing. If you want to look back at this is my ARS 1039. It is exactly the same, except these tubes are longer. So it's just a slightly bigger rack. So it's the ARS 1065 hybrid, and we'll see how it fits in here. That should be plenty. Actually, I could probably pull it out a little bit. So if you put it right up to the up to that other rack, there's definitely plenty of room for this one. One little crawl space there. Alright. Okay. So here is the first level. It's coming along good. Okay, I got the second level all together. It's going pretty fast. I'm glad I did the 1039 first. And I think the hardest part is screwing all the screws in by all the glides. It's kind of a weird angle, but it's coming together pretty good. So one other thing I forgot as I was going along is these heat strips. So basically these provide heat to the backs of the tubs, and the tubs sit right on the heat. And I like to set mine at 90 degrees. So basically they just go on with a little bit of Velcro, and they give you these little Velcro sticky pads that go right on there. And I forgot to do the heat strips as I was going. Alright, it is the afternoon of day 11 for these puppies. These puppies are 11 days old, and I was just moving them, and I saw one of them had their eyes open. And he looked really shocked. There it is. There it is. Oh, so shocked to see who that is. Hi. Oh, now there's another one. Barely, just barely open. How about you? How about you? Yeah, look at these guys. Huh? Oh my goodness. Barely opening their eyes, some of them. Not all of them. Not this one. Oh yeah! Hello, how are you? How are you? Oh my goodness. I still really can't walk very good. Barely opening their eyes. Oh. And still sleeping almost all the time. Yeah. These guys are so cute. Yeah. It's funny how they dream and they kind of twitch. This one. Oh. So maybe tomorrow they'll have their eyes open even more. That is really awesome. Alright guys, so this is my Jersey cow Iris, and I have her penned up here, thinking she's going to have a calf next. And I just came out to see that we have a new baby cow out here. Which is pretty funny. So I'm going to have to get this girl set up. It's obvious who had her. Got something hanging out there. Oh, baby's already standing and walking, huh? Oh, look at the baby. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh. Look at the baby. Oh, you're on the wrong mama. So, what I need to do is get her and this baby in a pen over here so she knows who the mama is and I can help her nurse. Wow, it's getting crazy out here. So crazy. Alright, so I think I'm going to set her up in this first little stall here. Probably just carry the baby over. Alright, so I set Iris up with some hay. I didn't have any straw, so basically I did have the rest of that bale from before, and it's really soft Timothy hay. So, and I set this up, so what I'm going to do from here is I am going to pick up this girl and I'm going to bring her over. Let me open this just a little bit so I'll be able to get in. I think I can just wrap this towel around her and then pick her up. She shouldn't be more than about 50 to 70 pounds. We'll see how Mom does with me picking up the baby, and I'm hoping the mom, Katesh, hopefully she'll just follow me over. So hopefully she's not too protective at this point. I'm usually here out early, and we'll see how this goes. Can't really do this with the camera, so yeah, babies on newborns can barely stand, so she should be pretty light. She or he. Okay, so that went really well. I just picked up the baby and carried her in, and Mama followed. So if that baby actually starts nursing, which I don't know if it will without help, but I'll show you what I do from here to set her up. Okay guys, so the first thing I do is see if it's a boy or a girl. And I took a look, and believe it or not, it's a girl! We finally got a girl. We've had so many boys. Boy puppies, boy snakes. So we finally got a girl. Alright, so I brought my little tool kit here. And what I do, so normally what I do is spray the iodine on the navel. And I don't have a spray bottle. I think mine broke. So I'm just going to splash it on. Okay, then the next thing I do is I put a little halter on them and a lead rope. and I tie it to a panel, and and I tag their ear. And the younger you can tag their ear, the better. So if you can, because they don't really know what's going on at this point, and their ear is really thin. They can't even feel it when it goes in. And the older they get, the more they feel it. And remember, so she's going to be number 1007, and I put the tag on the right because girls are always right. So I'll go ahead and do that. So this is basically my setup here. I can't really capture it on film, but you just basically pop it once and it's secure for life. Okay, now she's tagged. Yeah. Now the trick is just to get her to nurse, and that can be a little bit tricky. So I'll work on that. This one nursed like within 30 seconds. That's great. She can't figure out how to back up or go forward or stand, but she's nursing. This is a big, Mama's really full in this one. Oh, Mama's getting in trouble. Mama's getting in trouble. You're getting in trouble. Yeah, I really wanted to get to the point where she's nursing on her own. She's pretty close. Pretty close, pretty close. There you go. And then the afterbirth, kind of hanging out there. They say to never pull it. So I'll just leave that until it falls off naturally. And that's pretty much it. And then I come out maybe a few times a day and just kind of keep iodine on that navel. And once they nurse this, especially if they nurse this quick and they figure it out, you really don't have to you really don't have to show them again. It's just really the first time that they really need to figure it out. I might give her a few little pointers here right from the start if she can't figure it out, but it looks like she's doing pretty good here. Really, you want them to nurse as much as possible, as soon as possible for the first one. There's basically it's colostrum and then the mother's first milk, and basically they get their like a little baby here. They get their all their immune system from that first milk. So, and the more you wait on that first milk, the more their immune system gets affected. So it's really important to get them nursing as fast as possible. And if you notice how big this baby is, she's, I don't know, maybe what, 6 or 7 weeks old compared to this one. So they grow really fast. Oh yeah, the one more thing I do is I just give them a mom and a calf water in a little bucket like this, because I'm always worried that she's going to get thrown in a big thing like that. So I like just to keep her with a small little bucket. So the bad thing about using hay as bedding is they'll eat it all and then they'll lay in the dirt. So I think I'm actually going to wrap up this video. There's so much going on. Cows and puppies and snakes, so am I. So we'll continue with all of this going on, everything that's going on tomorrow. So I will see you later.